A devastating event shook the life of Jolene Macintyre, the woman behind Bad Chad Customs. "I'm strong and mighty, but you know, that one tied me out a bit. You got your work boots on? I got the same ones you got on. Oh, there you go." When her career was booming and everything seemed under control, she faced her most painful loss, the sudden passing of her mother in late 2024. The shock not only left her with inconsolable pain, but also put the future of the entire empire Jolene had built on the brink of collapse. Pressure, conflict, and grief piled up. But from her darkest moment, Jolene was forced to choose collapse or continue to fight. Her story reveals the fierce darkness behind the seemingly perfect halo. All right, you can put "you if you feel better with it" neutral, you can put it neutral now if you want. Oh, there you go. And then the gas is the same place as anything else. And then yeah, give her a go on the push button. I want to get this pattern right here like this. So, I got to have this straight on the back like that. During the years that Bad Chad Customs was a global sensation, Jolene was more than just the financial manager. She was also the one who kept the machine running smoothly. Even though the growing workload was leaving her facing burnout, each bike project was a tight race. The stress doesn't stop at work. Her relationship with Chad, partner and fiancé, has blurred the lines between her personal and professional lives. The two often argue about budget schedules and how to manage their teams. "I'm not just a partner," Jolene once said. "I'm the one who keeps things going, and sometimes that makes me the most annoying person in the room." Added to that are family pressures. Chad has 2 children from a previous relationship. Jolene, a woman who is committed to stability, often struggles to balance her work and her role in the extended family. Late dinners, endless meetings, and a grueling shooting schedule leave her with little time for real downtime. Jolene's first ride. "Make sure that door is locked to her before we see." "Hey guys, welcome back. So I had this crazy idea that I wanted to paint. Happy birthday, Rooster. I'm glad you're living your dream and getting to hang out with us for a couple weeks." The tension peaked as the TV project reached its climax. The shift to digital content nearly doubled Jolene's schedule. In addition to keeping the car on schedule, Jolene had to oversee video editing, manage the advertising budget, and appear in front of the camera. It all took her into a never-ending cycle. Jolene has had weeks where she has been virtually off-screen. A source close to her confirmed it's been time for her to rethink things. In truth, Jolene had been preparing to leave Bad Chad Customs. She planned to scale back her role, hand off much of the work, and even consider leaving the project altogether, but her decision was ultimately to stay. "I knew I had to keep going. If I left, everything we had built would fall apart right in front of me." She says that choice showed Jolene's strength and sacrifice, but the cracks behind the scenes remained a warning that one more incident could bring everything crashing down. And that incident came not from work, but from her own life, leaving a void that even Jolene could hardly imagine. After facing tremendous pressure from her own work, Jolene suffers a heartbreaking loss, the death of her loved one. The heartbreaking tragedy of 2024. In late 2024, Jolene Macintyre entered the darkest period of her life. Her mother, whom she had always considered her spiritual support, was suddenly diagnosed with terminal cancer. The disease progressed so quickly that in just a few weeks, Jolene faced an inevitable departure. On November 28, her mother passed away, leaving an irreplaceable void. In her final days, Jolene worked her regular job at Hiltz Auto Company while spending precious hours with her mother. The harsh reality forced her to live in 2 opposing worlds. One as a strong manager who kept things on track and the other as a daughter who broke down as she watched her mother deteriorate. "That moment was the hardest thing I've ever experienced," Jolene admitted in a shared passage. "It was like everything was falling apart in my hands." The loss was more than just emotional. It had other consequences in her life. Jolene had been accustomed to a busy schedule, but now her low morale made it a terrible challenge to maintain her work pace. Many projects were delayed and collaborative plans had to be adjusted. The change was felt by her teammates and even Chad. What touched Jolene's audience and followers the most was the way she chose to share her story. She openly announced her mother's passing and spoke about the huge impact she had on her life. In one post, Jolene wrote, "My mother was the most devoted woman, and I know she is still watching over me, even when she is no longer physically present." Those words clearly depict the love and gratitude she has for her late mother. The emotional pain also left Jolene torn between responsibility and personal feelings. She was forced to choose either put her work aside to take care of herself or continue to move forward to maintain what they had built together, and her decision was not to stop. This made many people admire her because she did not let personal loss destroy the career she had built for years. One notable detail is how Jolene finds strength in her work. Instead of retreating, she throws herself into new projects, seeing it as a way to keep her faith and continue the values her mother instilled in her. "I think about my mom every day. That gives me the motivation to not give up," she shared in a recent video. The tragedy also changed Jolene's outlook on life. She had previously focused almost entirely on work. But after her mother's passing, she focused more on preserving family and the little moments. Traveling with Chad and the team gatherings with family became new priorities. Even though the desire to maintain and grow the brand still burned within her, what is remarkable is that the loss in 2024 became a turning point that helped Jolene become stronger. If she had previously been worn down by work pressure, now she found new endurance and inner strength forged from pain. Those close to her affirmed that tragedy changed Jolene forever. She is no longer the woman she was, but a more resilient, more determined version. The pain was real. The loss was undeniable. But it was through that pain that Jolene proved she had the fortitude to continue on the path. Her mother had always wanted to see a life of purpose and determination. After losing her spiritual support, Jolene returned to the roots that shaped her. Her journey from Nova Scotia to the world of custom cars roots and the road to custom cars before becoming a familiar face for Bad Chad Customs. Jolene Macintyre had a strong background in knowledge and discipline. Born in Centerville, Nova Scotia, she grew up in an environment that valued family and perseverance. From a young age, Jolene showed her determination through sports. She was a star soccer player in college where her discipline and focus gave her the ability to work under pressure, qualities that later became a huge advantage in her career. Not stopping at sports, Jolene continued her studies seriously. She graduated from St. Mary's University with a Bachelor of Commerce majoring in finance. Her knowledge in this field gave her the confidence to enter the world of management, making important economic decisions for future projects. In parallel, she also studied kinesiology, providing practical knowledge to ensure a safe and efficient work environment in the garage. After leaving college, Jolene worked at a local bar. It wasn't just a short-term job. It was a turning point in her life. At a car show near her workplace, Jolene first met Chad Hiltz. This meeting marked the beginning of a whole new journey. From a car enthusiast, she quickly became Chad's partner in developing Green Goblin Customs, the predecessor of Hiltz Auto Company. Soon, Jolene and Chad became a couple, both in their professional and personal lives. Just a year after meeting, they got engaged, laying the foundation for a relationship that was both romantic and professional. In the garage, Jolene coordinated, took care of finances, controlled schedules, and ensured that every project was up to standard. Outside, she helped build a professional image and expand the brand's influence. Jolene was behind one of the defining moments when Chad completed a replica Bugatti from scrap. Jolene filmed and posted the video to social media. The content quickly went viral, garnering millions of views and landing the team on the Discovery Channel. It's undeniable that Jolene's media acumen and ability to spot opportunities have turned a local garage into an international brand. Co-founding Green Goblin Customs with Chad completely changed the trajectory of her life. Jolene went from a young college graduate to a business manager and co-founder in a fiercely competitive industry. She has consistently proven her ability to run the business, growing the garage into a tourist attraction in Canning, Nova Scotia. It was her education, athleticism, and management acumen that propelled Jolene to a position few people would have achieved at her age. What many people notice is the balance Jolene strikes. Even though her role as a business executive, she is not afraid to get involved and help with the actual building of the cars. This shows that she is not just a manager behind a desk, but a real part of the building team. It is this attitude that has earned her the respect of her team and cemented her position as an important part of the overall system. From her family background to her education and passion, Jolene has built a solid path for herself. This is the foundation for her to step into the spotlight of Bad Chad Customs, which has brought her both fame and the harsh challenges she has faced in the years that followed. After laying a solid foundation for her path, Jolene entered the brilliant spotlight with Bad Chad Customs, where her name is associated with resounding successes, fame, and challenges at Bad Chad Customs. Jolene Macintyre's career was at its peak when Bad Chad Customs debuted on Discovery. From a garage in Nova Scotia, they became a household name to a global audience, attracting attention not only for their unique cars, but also for the way they built an entire brand. In the public eye, it was an overnight success story. But behind it all was a series of challenges that Jolene had to deal with every day. Jolene's role at Bad Chad Customs goes beyond just being in front of the camera. She is the one who keeps the entire project on track. From keeping the budget in check to ensuring progress to dealing with any issues that arise, Jolene is always there at the key points. Those who have worked with her admit that without her, many projects would be difficult to complete on schedule. The event that made Bad Chad Customs explode was the virality of a video Jolene had posted earlier. When she stepped onto the small screen, Jolene brought her professionalism to a process that was known for Chad Hiltz's improvisational style. As a result, the show not only had entertainment appeal, but also demonstrated the balance between creativity and feasibility. Even though the glamour of television also brought with it enormous pressure, the skyrocketing workload, non-stop shooting schedules, and high demands from the production crew forced Jolene to work at an unprecedented pace. This was a period when she often had to work long hours both behind the scenes and directly dealing with problems that arose in the studio. More than once, she was forced to make difficult decisions to keep progress on schedule. When the COVID-19 pandemic cancelled the show's third season, Jolene and Chad pivoted. They didn't let the hiatus last long and quickly shifted their efforts to digital platforms. She took over YouTube and Facebook, making them their primary revenue streams instead of television. This was a key move that allowed them to maintain their brand and even expand even further. As a result, the channel reaches tens of millions of views each month, generating impressive revenue from advertising and sponsorship partnerships. Jolene has transformed the garage from a workshop into a successful online business where each car is not just a product, but also a piece of content that attracts a global audience. Her management acumen and ability to coordinate media has kept Bad Chad Customs hot even when television is no longer the launching pad. In addition to online projects, Jolene has also spearheaded new business initiatives. She and Chad invested in a new showroom that not only showcases the cars, but also doubles as a merchandising store. They have also partnered with paint and accessories brands to expand their revenue streams. Jolene has her stamp on every aspect of the business from financial planning to marketing strategies. It is remarkable that Jolene has maintained a consistent work style. Even though the pressure of both her workload and her personal pain, she continues to appear as a leader in important decisions. These moves prove that the television spotlight is not the final limit, but only the foundation for them to break out in a new direction. From discovery to YouTube, from a small garage in Nova Scotia to a planned showroom, Jolene has proven that she is not only the person who keeps the pace for Bad Chad Customs, but also the factor that turns this project into a sustainable business. After years of success and stress, Jolene enters a new phase where she must find herself and recover from loss to continue on the unfinished path. Resilience after the loss. After a major incident at the end of 2024, Jolene Macintyre had to prove her mettle in an unexpected way. The passing of her mother put her in the most difficult period. But instead of falling, Jolene chose to stand up and continue on the path she had started many years ago. In the early months of 2025, she focused all her energies on restructuring the business at Hiltz Auto Company. Many unfinished projects were brought back to the table, including the completion of a new showroom building that would not only showcase car projects, but also symbolized perseverance and determination to never give up. Jolene played a central role in planning finances, selecting partners, and monitoring progress. A notable bright spot during this period was the return of Chad Hiltz's son, Colton, to team activities. Colton's presence brought a new dynamic to the team, and for Jolene, it was an important source of emotional support. This family bond helped reinforce her belief that moving forward was the right path, even though the pain never completely subsided. In addition to their garage work, Jolene and Chad have expanded their reach internationally. In 2025, they embarked on multi-day trips to Australia, Finland, and Sweden, not only to promote the brand, but also to connect with the global car community. Jolene handles much of the organization, from managing schedules to working with international partners. These trips demonstrate foresight and the ability to turn pain into motivation to spread positive energy. Meanwhile, Bad Chad Customs YouTube and Facebook channels continue to grow. Jolene directly oversees the content, ensuring a consistent upload schedule and high video quality. With around 70 million views per month, the brand has not only held its ground, but has grown beyond expectations. A testament to the tenacity of the strategy Jolene has chosen. Another area Jolene is focused on in 2025 is developing merchandise lines and commercial partnerships. From t-shirts, hats to branded items, she closely monitors to ensure that they are both aesthetically pleasing and reflect the spirit of Bad Chad Customs. This not only generates additional revenue, but also connects the fan community. All of this was done while Jolene still missed her mother deeply. Instead of hiding it, she acknowledged that the loss was indelible, but it made her stronger. Jolene once said, "I know my mother is still watching over me, and that gives me the strength to keep going." These words not only reflected her feelings, but also her determination to continue the family legacy. Jolene's post-traumatic journey has also established her position in a male-dominated industry. As a leader, she has become an inspirational role model for other women, demonstrating that resilience and management skills can overcome all prejudices. In every decision, from expanding the brand to maintaining the image, Jolene has always demonstrated professionalism and steadfastness. The era leading up to 2024 represented a dedicated path towards solidifying her role in the industry. While the time following the profound loss stands as a powerful demonstration of resilience and personal fortitude, Jolene has embraced fresh initiatives that sustain the essence of Bad Chad Customs and propel the brand toward greater heights with even stronger foundations. Each challenge encountered transforms into a driving force, inspiring her to reinforce her presence and achievements in both her private life and her career endeavors. Through innovative projects and unwavering commitment, she continues to evolve the legacy of custom automotive craftsmanship. Drawing on lessons from the past to fuel future successes and inspire those around her, Jolene Macintyre's journey has shown that behind the halo are losses and challenges that are not easy to overcome. From the emotional shock of her mother's death to the pressure of maintaining a global brand, she still persevered and turned her pain into strength. If you also feel the strength and determination of Jolene, please give a like to support that spirit. Share this video so that more people know about this story and subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss the next content. Don't forget to leave a comment below sharing your thoughts on the emotional and determined journey that we have just followed.